Hey everyone, it's Tom Lagana. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going to continue the topic that I started last week of soloing over one chord and using some different harmonic devices to achieve some inside and some outside sounds. I created a new line today, and this one incorporates some things that we talked about last time as well as some new ideas. The new ideas being the usage of the half-whole diminished scale as well as triad pairs. There's still some whole tone and there's still some enclosures in there, so let's take a listen to the line and then we'll come back and discuss it. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the ideas in the line. And the first thing I want to say is if you want a PDF, it's available for free. Just email me at Lagana, T-L-A-G-A-N-A at Comcast.net, and I'll get it right out to you. So the first measure is just an F major 9 arpeggio outlining a D minor 9 sound. And there is a little enclosure there on beat 3 wrapping around the root, right there. And it leads into the second measure, and the second measure is strictly just a whole tone pattern. That's all it is. Starting on B, it's just an A whole tone sound, and that continues into measure 3 on the E flat. Now we've got that enclosure, a double chromatic enclosure into the A natural on measure 4. And again, if you've checked out the other line that I presented, there's a lot of the same material here. This measure 4 starts some of the new material though. This is a triad pair. It's an F major triad pair starting on the 3rd, going to a G triad in root position. And those two triads outline the D Dorian sound really well. And then I bring in measure 5, I come down and play a double chromatic into another G major arpeggio. I use a chromatic approach into the next measure, and I come down and play an F major arpeggio in measure 6. And then I use a chromatic approach A flat, and now I'm going to start another new idea here. This G, A, C, you could all see that coming from the A half-whole diminished scale. And then I'm using a chromatic approach into the B flat, and this is where the A 7 flat 9 or the A half-whole diminished scale idea starts, and it's just an enclosure pattern built off of that scale, and that lands me now into a whole tone idea in measure 8. And that's all A whole tone. Then I do another double chromatic enclosure into the B natural, which is going to start an inverted B diminished arpeggio. And then we end on measure 10 with a C-sharp augmented major 7 arpeggio, and then filling out with a D9 arpeggio, sort of broken arpeggio sound to conclude the line. The C augmented major 7 actually gives us an A dominant 7 altered sound. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Again, just email me, Lagana at Comcast.net. All I ask is that you like and subscribe. I'm going to be adding a lot of new content to the channel over the coming months, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope all this stuff inspires your playing in some way. See you soon.